Hi there, I'm going to show you how to make a daiquiri cocktail. You're going to need white rum, a lime, white sugar. Of course, we're going to need a jigger here just to measure out everything, a Boston shaker, a Hawthorne strainer, and then a fine strainer as well, and then also our trusty bar spoon. First things first, we're going to measure out the white rum here. We're using Bacardi for this, but any white rum will be fine. And we're going to measure out 2 parts, or in this case 2 ounces, and then just place that into our pint glass there. So measuring all the way to the top, and then pouring that in. Our next ingredient that we're going to use is our lime. We're going to use a press here, and we're going to press the lime half against that glass thing in my hand now. But a normal juicer would do just fine, and actually I recommend it. So cutting in half, watching out for those fingers at the back there, and then just pressing against the glass press. This is typically used for orange juice, but this works just fine for our case. Right, just topping the rest of the lime juice up there. Right to the top, again 1 part, or in this case 1 ounce. And then just tipping it into our pint glass with the white rum. Our next ingredient is the white sugar. We're going to be measuring in bar spoons here, and we're going to put 2 and a bit bar spoons in. So there's 1, there's 2, I've spilt a little bit there, and then just a little bit extra because I like my daiquiri quite a bit sweeter. And then just clearing up the sides so we have no mess. Next thing to do is grab the glass and fill it all the way to the top with ice. And then grabbing our Boston shaker tin, placing it on top of the glass, giving it a good tap, and then shaking for around 10 to 15 seconds. It's important to shake the cocktail because it cools it down and also gives it a chance to dilute the cocktail. And the reason you want to dilute the cocktail is because right now it's pretty strong, so you just need to take away some of that alcohol taste. So for this cocktail we're using a martini glass, but that's just because that's what I had on hand. A coupe glass is usually used in bars and just looks a little bit nicer. So we're going to put our Hawthorne strainer on top of the Boston tin to sieve out any ice, and then going to use the fine strainer as well to catch any particulates of ice or lime that might be straddling around in the juice. So pouring that in there, giving it a good tap as we go along to make sure all the liquid is coming out of it. Usually this can be served with a lime as a garnish, a lime wheel, but we're just going to pop a straw in it in a second and have it as is. A daiquiri is a lovely cocktail. It's a bit like a mojito as it has all the same ingredients. It just has no lime and no soda water as well, as it just makes it a little bit nicer and sweeter and more refreshing. Just clearing up around it, and that's our daiquiri done. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your cocktail.